Hey, welcome back everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Just heading home after a busy day. Hope y'all are doing well. Trying to get into this whole motovlogging deal. Yeah, just kind of wanted to, talk about riding. When I first got this bike, I knew nothing about motorcycles, about riding. I had always wanted one, but I just didn't know how to ride. And I bought this bike in Vegas, kind of on a whim. We were on vacation, and I ended up with a bike. Let's just say that, make a long story short. And immediately after I got it home, I was super excited, and then got really scared about if I'd be able to learn to ride, or what was I going to do if I couldn't, and if I couldn't get an endorsement, what would I do? And just really paranoid about that, really, just fearful, I guess, because you just never know. You never know if you're going to learn to ride, or if, I'd be too wigged out or whatever. And the whole clutch, lever, shifter thing, my brain doesn't usually work like that. And so to be able to function with a brake pedal on your foot, a brake pedal on or brake lever on your hand, a clutch lever, and then a shifter on my left side, I just didn't think I'd be able to do it, to be honest with you. So I started really riding around my neighborhood and just slowly dropped my bike a couple times just at a stop sign, Thankfully I was just standing still. And I felt really crappy about it, man. Really, I felt dumb and inadequate, and that sucked. And then even more fear set in, so that made it even worse. But then my buddy would come by, because his bike was at my house for a while, and we'd go riding around the block together, just kind of riding around, kind of getting comfortable on the bike, and so I went ahead and took the MSF riding course. He and I did it together. It was cool. I don't recommend doing it in the middle of the summer because it is horribly hot on that cement course that you do. But I do recommend doing the course because I left there with so much more information about, what it's like on the bike and riding slowly and being able to come down to really slow speeds and maneuvering. I will tell you right now, I need a lot of practice on the U-turns, the little tight turns, but that's what I got feet for, right? If I need to turn down and put my foot down, I turn around, I'm good. I can do wide turns, I'm great with that, but I do need to practice doing those little turns, those little itty-bitty tight U-turns kind of thing, because I want to get better at that. And riding in the rain, definitely want to get better at that. I don't like it, but I have done it several times. Not my preferred method of riding, but I'll do it if I have to. And so once I took that course, I was just so glad. And then when I got to the actual riding part, the test day, man, it was fairly easy. I mean, they taught us well enough to understand fundamentals, and we made it work. So that was really cool. And then, once I got the endorsement on, I got on my bike and I started riding to work. And I would, thankfully I live really close to where I work, about 10 to 12 minute ride. But I was actually taking the access roads because I was afraid to get on the freeway. One thing I didn't think about, which is, it might sound dumb, but one thing I didn't think about is when you get on the road, it's not like the course where there's a bunch of motorcycles around you. There are cars everywhere, and trucks and 18-wheelers, and you have to deal with wind shifts as the 18-wheelers fly by you, and so that came with some experience and learning. But for the first few days, it took me 20-30 minutes to get to work, and I tried to shift up, I'm sorry, but it took me 20-30 minutes to get to work, and I was forget this, I got to get on the freeway. And then once I got on the freeway, man, I was so excited because I felt so accomplished. And that whole first summer that I got my bike, I rode like crazy, which was awesome for me because I gained so much experience And I watched a lot of these YouTubers out here, and they all had different videos about different things that I was actually looking for, which was really cool. And some were just like the confidence they had that actually helped me to gain confidence, about getting experience in riding and doing those things, which was awesome. Moto Jitsu, I watched a lot of his stuff, and he helped out on like some really good fundamentals and things that like they don't teach you in the course, or things that I didn't think about to ask, because when you don't know anything about motorcycles, you don't know what to ask. And so that was those are really cool. Those videos were helpful and cool. And then just other videos about Dan the Fireman. What I learned so much about his stuff was, at first I was just watching wreck videos, about motorcycle accidents and seeing what that was like, and all the bad stuff that could happen. And I think when I initially started watching those was I wanted to have some kind of awareness about the possibilities and the what ifs and those kind of factors while I ride, because until you experience it, you don't know how to react to it. And so what was cool about that is I started watching Dan the Fireman, and I didn't even know like that's what these videos were. Like, I was just watching them for the wreck portion. And what happened was I started learning situational awareness throughout watching these videos, which was really cool. And so that really helped me out to like maintain situational awareness, understand where we're at and who's around you, and like just look out at the driver next to you. Are they on their phone? Look who's coming up behind you. See, I look down all the time. My mirrors are at the bottom. But like, you see the side of this vehicle here, and I got to watch that because they start to move. And those kind of things. This guy ahead of me is turning to stop. Like, so every intersection, every moment is an opportunity for experience gain. And I'm really grateful for those of you on YouTube who have shared your experience, who have been riding for a while, to just help people out in that way. Because for me, being a non-rider to being someone who rides, like, it was really scary. Like, I just didn't have the experience or the knowledge or the whatever, and a lot of the stuff I tried to read and look up like just didn't help me. I'm a visual learner, so when the videos, like when I caught videos about certain things that I was really concerned about, like those really helped me out, and especially those breakdown videos really helped me. So it's been really cool, so I'm really appreciative of all those on YouTube who I've been following for like the last 2 years, that you would do such content that it was actually beneficial for the community and beneficial for new riders. And it's just so awesome. It's so awesome, you guys, and I really appreciate that. But it's really helped me, because I had this fear of riding. I was so scared because of all the dangers and honestly all the things people tell you about riding and how dangerous it is, and you're gonna kill yourself and whatever. And I get it, there is a fear factor, there is a danger, but honestly, if you have a healthy fear of your motorcycle, it helps you to maintain good riding practices. I say that with me not wearing a jacket, which is dumb, but this morning I forgot it, and I didn't want to turn back because I was already running late. Man, normally I would have taken that, but because I'm not wearing a jacket, trying to maintain those best riding practices, and not just pulling out in front of vehicles. But I will after this, because nope, I will not. Anywho, so where was I? Yeah, so just getting those videos from those guys has been a huge blessing, a huge help, and just helps me to be a better rider and be a more confident rider. I don't know about better, but be a confident rider, You guys, if you don't mind, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and until next time, peace.